Founded in 1892, one of the oldest existing businesses of India, we are talking about the 128-year-old Britannia Industries Limited. Started by a Britisher with just 295 rupees as capital, baking biscuits in a small house in central Kolkata. In 1924, the world famous Peak Friends and Company of UK took majority stake and became the owner of this company and named it Britannia Biscuit Company, which was shortly called as BBCo. In 1982, Nabisco brands from US took over Peak Friends and become the majority owner of Britannia. 90s saw a bitter boardroom battle in which Muslimadia takes control of the company from Rajan Pillai. This saga went on to end with the death of Rajan Pillai in Tihar jail in 1995. In spite of all the controversies that Britannia went through during this takeover, it is an extremely profitable company. Britannia has huge market share of biscuits in India. It has been growing its market share in biscuits for straight 37 quarters now. Britannia has been a food and beverages business, while 90% of its business is coming from biscuits and 10% contributes from all other products. In early 2000s, when Parle launched their 2 rupees variant of Parle-G, Britannia answered that with Tiger Glucose. At the time, ITC enters as a new entrant into the biscuit industry by launching Dark Fantasy in the super premium segment. Though Britannia won the mass market battle by having more than $150 million of sales just from Tiger in 2006, 2 decades later, now mass market has faded out. Premium has stayed put. ITC has brought in a big learning that premium stays while mass might not. Today, all the 3 players are having a presence in this new segment, while ITC is a clear leader. Britannia failed to foresee the big gains through premium niche segment, going behind short-term gains on ego challenges. Advantages of current quarterly performance: sales went up 6%, profit jumped 17%, while margins remained flat. Reduced raw material cost and cost cutting helped the company manage this big profit growth. Production went up by 7%, wastages were cut by 30%, and expenses saved from storage space was 10% because of direct dispatch to distributors. And along with this, international business contributed big time from Africa and Middle East. Britannia lost business from loss of tiffin box share due to schools being closed, loss of snack time business because offices were closed, and loss of travel consumption because of only 600 trains that are being plying in India as against 13,000 on a regular time. In this period, ad spends were almost nil, which kind of contributed to all the losses in business that it had on the other segments. Due to lockdowns and slowdown in business, new launches were kind of put off. Only 2 brands were launched in this quarter, that were Chocolush Hazelnut and Time Pass Wafers, which have been doing very good in the market. Britannia had the consistency of business growth is what brings a beauty in Britannia. Profit has nearly doubled from 900 crores to 1787 crores. So, can we invest in Britannia for income purposes? On dividend yield, this company is not a good dividend payer because they reinvest all the profits into the company itself. Hence, the reserves for the company is at 4,250 crores. For dividend purpose, this is not a good stock, while for appreciation in the stock price, it's a fantastic stock to own. 10 years back, Britannia stock was at 250 to 275 rupees a share. Today, it is 3,400 rupees, more than 10 times jump in price in 10 years time. Can we invest in Britannia now? If it is for trading, not good, because FMCG as a sector is not in demand when the market is in bullish mode, while FMCG as a sector is a consistent performer which always keeps their stock price higher. They go down only during bull markets. For lifetime investments, FMCG stocks are good to own in a portfolio, and they are good to buy when the stocks are going down. That's what is happening now. It's just started. FMCG stocks, all the stocks have started their downside move. You can start accumulating them. Can have a staggered buying approach to acquire these kind of stocks. Like say you want to buy 100 shares, split it into 5, buy 20 at current price, and as the stock goes down, every 3% it drops, add another 20, so that you get an average at the lower side and also have the opportunity to own great businesses for lifetime. Future of Britannia stock. Britannia stock had a peak valuation of 84.48 on its earnings and minimum was 36.26. Today it is trading at 43 times its earnings. If the same kind of performance it had in the last 3 years had to repeat, its profits will double in the next 3 years, and even with an average P multiple of 60, Britannia should be trading at 8,900 rupees 3 to 4 years down the line. While it will not go up in a hurry, you stay invested and keep consuming your good days. The good day for your investment will come on its own. Thank you.